was actually a Marth main.
What was that light tweet? That's the worst nightmare. Dropping a character and seeing a young kid pick it up and beat you with it. Maybe that's what we're gonna see here.
Possibly.
Shout out to Dick. Yeah.
Possibly. It happens, man. It happens to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It happens. It happened to K9 too. K9 used to be a Link main, and he lost to
Really?
Scizor. Yeah. He used to be a Link main when he first started off. He dropped the character, and then I remember he lost to like Scizor quite a few times. But yeah. Really, this is gonna be an interesting matchup because I've never actually seen Shulk versus Marth. On paper, I do feel that Shulk does beat Marth just because of the range, but honestly, the fact that you have, it's really interesting. I have no data. This is actually my first time watching the fight.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what matchup you're gonna be in versus Ignaize has that ability to kind of wrap up the aggression when they do hit that hit. And a lot of times you're worried about that tipper range, but Ignaize is really good at using that weak hitbox to send into very advantageous double situations. That you'll see against, you know, a lot of great players like Dom at DCI and a lot of great other SoCal players. No matter what situation, if Ignaize is getting a hit, you're soon to get followed up with another one, whether that be a juggle or a true confirm.
This is also a fun fact for a lot of you SoCal aficionados. This is actually the only Marth I believe. Oh no, actually, Nicko will have some experience in this matchup just because he has played Mr. E before. So So Mr. E still using this and Marth at the same time, and they actually used to practice together. So quite a lot.
Did he just counter the Monado activation?
No. So he probably used the activator of the Monado actually for the area.
So it's invincible, yeah.
Yeah. So you can also dial storage as well. So it's possible that he pretty much. Like I said, Nicko is kind of used to this matchup because he has played Mr. E before.
Yeah.
So he's kind of familiar. In terms of SoCal though, there hasn't really been many Marth games.
Yeah, it's amazing. A newly minted PR member and now trying to leave his mark, see if he can, you know, develop a little bit of a legacy here. Nicko win is not a bad one for the resume here, but Nicko on this aggression going to make it hard.
Formerly number one in SoCal. Before 2019, Nicko was actually like the best player in SoCal. And it's Charlie, Nicko, and Larry have been the best players in SoCal.
Ignaize going low for that edge guard, trying to get an up B there. Send it to a stage spike. Just close to the mic. Is that better?
Am I better now? We'll figure it out. Just for Nicko not to actually panic after the down tilt. That's normally a case where like a lot of players would look to actually try to roll back or try to move more, try to jump just because they don't want to get hit by down tilt. You have to really stay calm. You're gonna go for that really low recovery. Air slash one is good enough to actually reach the.
I think it's really interesting that both of these characters, they don't get their usual flowchart edge guard sequences. That invincibility on that up B from Marth is going to give Nicko some trouble. A lot of times Nicko wants to go for that reverse hit of that up B or the turnaround up B off stage on the low recoveries.
He really can't. The only thing he can do there is just try to make clutch before he gets it and then swing for the forward air.
Yeah, which is definitely hard to do, especially against Ignaize, who's going to be able to mix up his recoveries very well, but Nicko and Ignaize himself going to struggle against the difference in Monado that gives so many recovery routes for Nicko as well. Nair in place there to get him back to the stage, get the Smash Monado activation here.
I like that from Nicko because look at that spacing. Yeah, he waited for him to start swinging, sends his back out, but he's looking to catch Ignaize on the last opportunity where he has an end lag, and with the Smash Monado activated, he would definitely taken stop. Once again, pretty good demonstration because he's also covering the platform and the wall distance. So he can pretty much do something like air slash or get the up tilt onto the platform. It's a really scary spot to be in, especially when your opponent's just standing there because they know what's up. Second swing from the air slash is really good too as well.
Oh, exactly. I couldn't hit better myself, and that's where you don't want to be versus Nicko when Nicko's very comfortable there. He's literally just waiting for Ignaize to throw out an option, and that's so scary. When your opponent has so much control of that ledge trap that they can just kind of stand still and watch, it's a really scary spot to be in.
Like I said, he's had practice against players like Aladdin, Mr. E, so he's very familiar with the matchup. It's going to be an uphill battle. It's not looking too much of a steep hill.
Now, this is a big Nicko start up there with that Nair into the double forward air. Another Nair forward air, sending Ignaize back off stage, taking a decent amount of percentage, going for a big read.
I like it because at that situation, Ignaize to actually get comfortable with how he was already standing at the ledge. So he pretty much went for a very strong read there. It's like, okay, if I've done this to you twice, on the third try, you'll make a change here. And he did have the right idea. There was a change there. and it was for Ignaize to go forget it, but Tekken just standing there. So good on Ignaize to actually reread that.
Yeah, that was that's a little Smash 4 for you there. That counter. That's something that I feel like if you're somebody that's playing against a Shulk, just don't contest it. Like that Smash Metal counter reverse hitbox is gonna send you so far so fast. You're not even gonna know how to DI it. I mean, he was just dead. It doesn't zoom in. It doesn't show you anything. It's just you're just dead. Maybe go for a grab there instead, but that was crazy from Nicko. What a mix-up to close out that game number 1. Now onto Smashville, potentially the last stock of Ignaize's tournament side in the winners bracket, but we'll see if this smaller stage can help out Ignaize.
I like that chase down from Ignaize because he comes in aggressive, but the way that Nicko had drifted back towards the corner, came back with speed art, swings from the forward air, he sees Ignaize's aggression there, and he just countered him only with movement. So that was really strong from Nicko.
And that's something you're going to see a lot, especially with that Monado art. It's going to make your burst range just so much different. And I feel like kind of the biggest thing that separates us as a region is everyone's burst ranges.
So that's good on Nicko. That's good on Nicko to actually immediately switch off the art there. Because he knew he would have taken so much damage, potentially lost the stock there, especially against Tipper Marth and Smash Metal art. That was good read.
That was crazy. What a weight on the air dodge.
It's the one thing of like Nicko likes to test his opponents, and he wants you to make the mistake of going for the air dodge first, and then he'll finally swing. He waits for that last opportunity to guarantee himself that forward air.
Nicko's, I feel like showing a lot of consistency in the matchup, especially like you said, having some experience versus Lucina and Marth alike, and it's really paying off, whether that be in the ledge trap or in these neutral situations where you're looking favorable as Marth, but Nicko's able to kind of move away, as you said, with some movement, with some Monado art, shenanigans. What a run off forwarder from Nicko, not even giving Ignaize a chance to get that invincibility out. And 117, and you're looking to live a little bit longer with that shield Monado as well. A scary spot to be in, and a hill that's gonna slowly become a mountain you can't climb.
Yeah. Shulk's fall speed is kind of ridiculously fast for a character, especially. That was good on Ignaize, able to actually coming up that counter. On the second hit of air slash, just because that second hit will push you higher to ledge.
Ooh, what a spot dodge from Nicko, reading Ignaize's aggression on that grab once again. Great forward air to get me off. Nicko's back airs in place are something that a lot of characters, kind of like Zombears, where it's like, it's weird because you expect him to drift, but he doesn't drift. He just kind of waits for you to walk into it. And it's something that if you're not ready for, it's just another tool in Nicko's arsenal, but
You force them off the top forward.
nah.
It's because that up tilt just covers like in all platform stages. Normally Marth would also have really good strong just properties, but Shulk as a character has the best properties on platform stages. With so much control that Nicko has on top of that, he forced him off the platform and is able to get the stop. But also you saw it even in Battlefield, and you can even see it even if you go into PS2. Like it forces you off the platform in order